What's going on, Kicks Gang? It's He Kicks back with another video, and I'm gonna be doing something I've never done before. Not ever. I'm gonna become a shoe surgeon, and no, not the shoe surgeon that makes millions of dollars doing some of the craziest customizations in the world, but I am gonna be customizing a pair of sneakers for myself, pretty much out of necessity on this particular pair. I've been wanting to do some basic customizations for a while, but I had gotten a sneaker a couple of months back that I had showed you that we had talked about, and because of certain things that were wrong with it or damage to the actual stitching was what it was, we'll get into that in a minute, I really had no other choice but then to upgrade or customize this particular sneaker. So with that, let's go ahead and get into the sneaker and let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. The sneaker we have is the Air Jordan 5 Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or Grape colorway. Now let me show you guys the problem. If you guys are new to the channel, you guys probably haven't seen this yet. If you guys have been with me for a while, you guys probably either saw it or don't remember it, but I'm gonna go ahead and show it to you now. So as you guys know, we've got the Grape 5s a couple months ago. They were actually called the Fresh Prince of Bel-Airs because as you can see, there are no laces, there are no lace holes, and it's basically a slip-on shoe. And I was really excited for that. I was okay with the fact that they weren't gonna have laces. It wasn't like the end of the world to me. But then I started going through the shoes, and for a couple of you guys that remember this specific time, I got 5 or 6 shoes. I got fakes from StockX, I got damaged shoes from StockX, and after returning and getting back and shipping all this stuff, 7 different pairs of shoes, and getting this one damaged, I was just so frustrated. I looked at the rest of the shoe, it looked perfect all the way around, every other part was perfect, but the one part that holds your foot in the shoe, the stitching is torn. So as you guys can see here, you've got that stitching that basically locks the tongue down and makes this a one-piece upper, right? But then on this side, 3 to 4 of those stitches are pulled out. So let me try to kind of give you guys an example. I'm gonna pull the insert out and show you what happened when I put my foot in. When you put your foot in and there's no stitching on the other side, it's kind of hard to see on camera, but if you look at it from this way, there's basically, you can see it basically folds up and it leaves a big hole there because this is all supposed to be stitched. So I'm not gonna wear a shoe that looks like that, all folded, all creased. It just doesn't look good, and for the money I spent, I actually took a $20 off coupon for a future purchase, and because of all the issues that I had with StockX, I've actually taken a break from them. I've made a couple purchases from Goat, and for the main part, I've pretty much stuck to the sneakers that have been releasing because of all the issues that I've had. But like I told you previously, I was going to be getting the materials. I did get most of them in, and I am going to be doing surgery on this beautiful Grape 5 Jordan, and I am scared shitless. I've never done a customization. I don't know the first thing about customizing. I've watched a couple of other people do it. It seems pretty straightforward, pretty simple. I found out the tools that I needed to use to do this, and I got them. Let me go over those with you. The first one is an extremely sharp X-Acto knife, triangular shape, so that it can kind of comes to the point and can cut out some of those eyelets that I'm gonna need to cut. And then of course I saw somebody try to do this with a paper punch, you know, like when we were kids and we had a paper punch, like a 3-hole punch. Try to do it with that, and I couldn't stop laughing. But I got a really heavy duty industrial lace punch, and as you guys can see, it's got all different size settings for all different size eyelets. Got to go through and punch out each individual hole. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a close-up of how the shoe looks. It's really nice. The leather's beautiful, everything's nice on it other than that stitching problem. The Nike Air is great. This is the right side, okay? This is the left side, same thing. Everything's beautiful, really nice leather. The stitching on this one is actually fine, so as you can see here on the sides. Now if I was to put my foot into this one, right, you can see it doesn't really bend like that, and then your foot just kind of sinks in. but it's just, I think it's gonna look better with the laces anyways. And some people are like, well, then it's not a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Well, yeah, it is. It's still got the West Philadelphia. It's still got this dope logo on the inside with the pink and yellow stripes and the Fresh Prince design. And really, it's in the eye of the beholder. So when you say, oh, well, it's no longer a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, well, why not? If I know it's a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and I know it has the insole, and I know that I had to customize it for the reasons that I customized it, it's still a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It's just a doper, more customized, upgradable version that's also a dope Grape 5, which is arguably one of the dopest Jordan 5 colorways to come out, along with the Bel-Airs and the metallics. And I'm gonna add laces to it and make it even better than it was to begin with. So it'll be a fresh pair with laces. So anyways, I got the sneakers, I got the industrial hole punch, I got the X-Acto knife, and this one was big. So I looked around and I wanted to make sure that I got replica laces. So I searched and searched and searched, and I wanted basically give a big shout out to Lace Lab. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of them before. I'm not sponsored by them. Obviously, you guys know that I only have like 60 subscribers. Honestly, I'm not even gonna go ahead and take these out. I'm gonna leave them clean. It's got Lace Lab. You can find them at lacelab.com. They've got all the different shoes. You can buy them by Adidas. You can buy them by Adidas models. You can buy them by Nike models. And then they give you all the different lengths, which is really dope, because when I went on, I have no idea, you know, like a Jordan 5, is it a 52-inch length lace? Is it a 56-inch length lace? Is it 73, 63? I had no idea. But when you go on Lace Lab, they not only have like, and these are just white laces, they not only have these laces, they have like 1,000 different colors. They have them in oval, they have them in round, basically any lace that you could think of, even the off-white laces, laces with designs, they got them all. They're made to the exact specifications of the sneaker that they're basically replacing. And they have a sizing chart that they give you that basically helps you decide what size or what length shoelaces to get for each particular shoe. So first things first, I'm going to start with the one that has the problem. I'm going to actually go ahead and I'm going to tilt the camera down just a little bit here. All right, so we got the sneaker. All right, so basically what we got to do is we got to go ahead and we got to find where these laces are messed up. And I've seen this done, so I'm not gonna stress myself. I'm just gonna slowly go through, and it cut like butter. It was really easy. I just gotta make sure that I'm, you know, pulling tension, and I'm cutting along so that I don't do any damage to the outer leather, or that I don't do any damage to the mesh on the inside. And then once I actually cut this part out, just trying to look in here because I want to make sure I don't make a mistake. I was told to get a really good new sharp X-Acto tool, and that was a very good recommendation. And I've seen other people kind of fly through this a little quicker, but honestly, like I said, I've never customized. There's no rush. I'm not trying to see that. And that material, these threads are just not good quality threads that are holding this tongue on. For those of you guys that know, you're putting the shoe on, off, on, off. That's not going to hold for long. And I guarantee you a lot of people that have these shoes that are wearing them the way they're intended to be worn are going to be having issues later on down the road, and are probably going to end up having to do this anyways. So yeah, as you guys can see, I've pretty much cut almost the entire side all the way, and it looks perfect. I got to go back and trim up the little, you know, the little snippets, and then I also got to come all the way down to the bottom because I'm gonna have to punch this bottom hole here. So I got to make sure I get every last thread down to the bottom. There's one more, and bam, so we got it. So as you guys can see on this side, I've already cut it. We've got that strap on the inside. You can see on the side of it, the insoles on the inside. So we got that part done. Now let's go ahead and get the other side. And what you want to do, guys, if you think about it, you want to take that knife and you want to have it all the way flush against the inside of the leather, not flush against the mesh, so that you can cut it without scratching the mesh. And you almost kind of want to pull it away from it so that it exposes. See, now it's happening a lot easier. So, oh, boom, it came out in a whole bunch of threads at once. See, that's what I'm saying. 6 threads popped out without me even cutting them, just like that. So, you know, I know these are meant to be a lifestyle shoe, but definitely this is not going to be something people are going to be balling in. And just like that, the first side is done. Can you guys see that? Let me go ahead and put the tool down real quick. If you guys look on the sides there, you guys can see here on the side, right? You guys can see there on the side, it's completely cut all the way down. So now that that's completely separated, I can go in and clean up those additional threads, and then that's when I'm gonna go on to the other side and start doing the punching. But now that I got this side done, I think I'm all the way down. I got one more thread here. Here is the left shoe. You can see that I pulled it out. It's had no effect. It doesn't make it look any different. It's not like letting any part of the shoe fall apart. Now this is the part that I'm really kind of nervous about. And wow, just feeling these without the shoe tree in there, like holy shit, this is some premium. All right, so this is where it's gonna get tricky because I don't know exactly what size I want to have for the hole. So I'm basically gonna, it gives like a square print, so square print for the hole. I'm thinking I might actually, it's actually hard to adjust this. I'm gonna have to grab a screwdriver. So let me go grab a screwdriver and I'll be right back. Oh my God, it went through so easily. Look at that. You guys see that? Look at how nice that went through. So yeah, it's definitely looks like it's probably gonna be a little bit too small, but now it's cool because once you punch it through, you got to poke it out the other side with your X-Acto, but it cuts it perfectly. Like, it's really, really nice, and then you can literally just pull the piece right out. Wow. And then there it is. I don't know if you can see that, but right on, pushing back out the side. But you don't want to just push it like out the back completely like that. You want to get all that material out of there so it's a, you know, it's a perfectly flush hole, and that's what we got. So if you look there, I don't know if you guys can see that, but we've got a perfectly flush hole. Let me clear it out a little more and see. That is the same size as that one. I think I should leave it. The leather punch punches through to the other side, but it doesn't, it leaves like some, it leaves an area of leftover, a little bit of leftover leather that you gotta cut through. So that's what I'm trying to get through right now. And I'm trying to like keep the tools away from this because I don't want this to be dirty in any way. Like,
might fuck around and put you in the ground. Y'all talking shit, I'm the talk of the town. Bitch, I'm a king, you just holding my crown. Feel like the illest, I kill with the sound. I've been the best and they already know. Lapping these rappers, I'm going for gold. Pop up, you like it, is I gotta go. Do your bitch like a writers, cause I got a ghost. Talking that shit, but I'm up in your playlist. It's about to blow like a bomb when they play it. Got your bitch on her knees like she was praying. Fuck all you rappers, and no, I'm not playing. Talking that shit, but I'm up in your playlist. It's about to blow like a bomb when they play it. Got your bitch on her knees like she was praying. Fuck all you rappers, and no, I'm not playing.
now she's a beaut. Now we got the 3 holes. Wow, I'm doing a really good job. I'm really proud of myself. I saw somebody do these with screwdrivers and all kinds of stuff, and I was like, I'm down to customize, but like, it still is a $220 sneaker. Like, I'm not gonna just, I want it to be nice, you know, because otherwise if I wasn't gonna do this, then I would just return it, get another one, or just buy an authentic Grape. But the thing for me that really got me to keep this was like, all right, well, I'll take some extra time to clean it up, but you guys can't lie, the leather on these is just so much better than the 2013 pair. Look at how nice that came out. Wow. At the end of the day, it's gonna be my first custom, and it's gonna look really dope. So I'm all good with it. And you wouldn't be able to do this with a regular razor. No way. No way, Jose. All right, so I'm super pumped. After several tedious hours of using the leather punch and the X-Acto knife, I got all the holes perfectly done on the Grape 5s that I started doing the customization on. I got this one completely finished, and I got the other side completely finished as well. I also made sure I got that middle hole here that was not actually marked by the shoe itself when I got it. So I got all the lacelets done on the bottom. I decided to leave the top. There seems to be like a really thick piece of plastic or hard material, and I'm just concerned and don't want to crack that material for the upper eyelets on the shoe. But it's actually kind of neat anyways, because this is the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air Grape 5. I'm customizing it to be more like the Grape 5. Of course, we'll still have that West Philadelphia stamp. We'll still have the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air insole. I'll know it's the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And then of course the eyelets on the top, I'll be leaving those alone. So we'll have, you know, kind of Grape 5 fashion on the bottom eyelets. We'll have Fresh Prince of Bel-Air fashion on the top eyelets. And like I said, I can still use the lace lock and tuck the laces in around the side of the tongue here, and I can kind of just go around these eyelets all together. And honestly, I think it'll look pretty cool laced up with the lace locks and then still having these sealed. And that will kind of let people know that, hey, yeah, this is a customization, because if it was the old school Grape, it would have had these punched out. It shows that I put the work into the bottom to get the laces, but still kept the top fashion to still keep it, I don't know, along the lines of the Will Smith collab that it was meant to be. And for those of you guys that have seen the earlier review, honestly, I was gonna keep them like this the way they are and was gonna buy another earlier pair. I kind of have to customize these anyways. And it's kind of best of both worlds, because now I kind of have like a Will Smith slash Grape 5 slash Fresh Prince customization, and not to mention I'm gonna have that super soft premium leather. And honestly, when I did the review on these the first time, I was definitely a little upset about that stitch, but wow, this leather, I mean, I don't remember it being that soft when I first grabbed it, but this particular shoe, and I'm counting Jordan 1s, Jordan 5s, pretty much anything that's come out from Nike all year, this might be the softest, plushest, most premium leather we've gotten all year, if not ever. Like, it's unbelievable. The quality on this is just unbelievable. So anyways, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and throw some laces on these. I was able to get an exact replication pair of the Air Jordan 5 laces. Like I had said earlier in the video, they do sell their laces by color and by sneaker, whether it be Jordan, Adidas. They have all the off-white laces. They have basically exact replica laces, not replica being fake, but basically replacement laces for your sneakers. And they also they give you the sizing, which is dope. So like a Jordan 1 uses shorter laces. The Jordan 5 with the lace lock, you're using like 63 inch or 72 inch laces. So this not only tells you what lace to get for the sneaker, but what length to get based on a sneaker by sneaker basis, which is really, really dope. I looked at a lot of different companies, and honestly, I think for like $6-7 Lace Lab, shout out to you. Thanks for the laces. Honestly, I would really recommend these guys. And as you can see, we got the size 63 on the bottom. And with that, let's go ahead and start putting these bad boys in. So yeah, let me go ahead and lace these up. Like I said before, I had cut this down a lot lower, so it was easier to get the tool in. All right, now we got them set up so that they're lined up perfectly. And honestly, like I said, I had gotten these laces based on the size that was recommended for this particular sneaker. And yeah, those look really, really dope. And you know what's actually really cool about it? The way it is laced up like that. I don't know if the lace locks will really make a difference, but you can actually still see the West Philadelphia there. So when you're wearing them and it's, you know, kind of pushing up a little bit, you can still see the West Philadelphia. These look sick. I'm so glad that I did this. I was very scared to do it. Let me go ahead and grab the other shoe. But at the end of the day, I am very, very glad that I did this. Go ahead and tie these bad boys up. Again, like I said, the laces are going to be a bit long because I got them, you know, to match with the size of the lace locks. And I got the lace locks on the way right now, so it should probably shouldn't be long. I should probably have them in the next couple days, and then I'll be able to add these on. Wow, these look dope. And honestly, I think I'm going to leave that top hole. I think I'm going to leave this top hole open because it looks really dope with it laced. And then having that top hole open like that. Bam, check those out. Wow, these turned out great. Like, check these out, guys. These are not the original Grapes. These are my customized pair. They turned out perfect. The eyelets on the side, you can't even tell I did them. They look like factory done. And then like I was saying earlier, we still got a flash of the unlaced version, the Will Smith Fresh Prince version, because we know we don't have these punched. And then also too, when wearing them, you still can see that West Philadelphia, because like I said, they're either going to be laced this high or have a lace lock here, and you're still going to see those Fresh Prince of Bel Air features while having laces on them and having that premium leather with that Nike Air on the back. I mean, honestly, you can't beat it. Super glad I got these. I'm actually kind of glad that there were some issues with them. That's kind of what made me get creative and think like, what can I do with these now? I really didn't want to return them. It was already the third pair that I had gotten from them. The first was fake, the second was damaged, the third was damaged, and then I did my thing. The rest of the shoe is actually really good quality, really pristine, so I figured I'd do the customization with the laces. I figured you wouldn't even be able to see the imperfections on the inside, and was I right or was I right? Let me know if you like the customization, and if you guys have any questions or if you guys are interested in having this done. I did have a very successful run, and if you guys do have a pair that's laceless that you guys are interested in putting laces in, let me know down in the comment section. Like I had said earlier, if you guys are new to the channel and you have not had a chance to subscribe, feel free to subscribe and smash that notification bell so you can get all my videos on demand. It's Heat Kicks. I'm out.
Selling myself, I really need more. You got it on lock when I'm breaking the door. Ride around the city with a top down. Shorty face get low when I drop down. Never had no help, only out myself. Bad luck go down when I spaz out. Look, I'm sick as fuck, but I'ma still record it. When I spit the flow, that's the only one. And feeling like I'm wanted, I'ma always want it. Give me like a